Okay, I think this will work. Let me just make sure it's working. Let's see. Um, okay. Yeah. Let's give this a bit. How do I make this dark mode? Need to figure that out. Um, is this working? I can't tell. It says it's working, but I'm not. Looks like it is. Alright, let me make sure this is working. See if it's good on this side. See if it's good on this side. Okay, it is. Alright. I'm on my channel. Refresh. Here it is. Okay. Now that's done. Let's get to the actual editing stuff. Close this out. Close this out. Tab this. You don't need to see this. Um, don't need this either. Or this. A lot of stuff you don't need. Okay. So this stream is going to pretty much just be an editing stream. As the title implies, I have a project open here. I would say I'm maybe like the timeline looks good, but if I'm being honest, this is probably like a third of the way done. A lot of this is rough ideas that haven't been fully fleshed out, but instead of trying to play it over Vegas, let's just play the last render I have of the project, which I think is this. I think this is the latest render. Let me check my desktop, make sure that's not the case. Um, yeah, no, it's not it. Oh, it's weird. Wait a minute. Let me restart the stream. Okay, I think we're ready to go now. See something. Okay, yeah. Okay, so editing stream, that's what we're doing. Let me just check on YouTube, make sure this is actually functioning. Just check on YouTube, make sure this is actually functioning. It is. All right, great. So, really quick, this is a challenge that I kind of issued to myself to start editing more often. This is a project that I have that's about, I'd say, 30, maybe 40% done. I mean, the timeline's somewhat filled out, but there's a lot of changes and tweaks that need to be done. Some clips that are probably going to be replaced. Hold on a second. So instead of actually, wait, okay, I need to fucking blow my nose. Hold on. Jesus Christ. Alright, so where was I? Check. Right, so instead of actually trying to play the video in Vegas, just makes more sense to play what I've rendered. It's a little bit outdated. There's some extra tweaks I've made since this render, but nothing super major. Mostly the action bit is fleshed out since I started there and kind of worked backward. So this is probably going to be the major segment here that I'm looking to fill out and make some changes to. See, for this project, some of the goals that went into this was I wanted to play around a bit more with brightness and contrast. I think there's a lot you can do to create like a really distinctive look. So I've been playing around with like messing with the levels on brightness and contrast and keyframing it to create like a certain type of like look, like aesthetic. Especially works well with crossfades. So let's just play from the start, and then I'll talk about what I want to change, and then we'll get to the actual changing, the editing. Oh, yeah. Where's my mic mute button on this? Unmute button, I think. Yeah, okay. So that's it. That's the video. And now we're gonna go over what we need to change really quick, and then we'll get to the actual editing. I don't want this full screen this time. I need to make this slower. Let's go slower. So right here, I think I already fixed this, but I think the contrast on this is too fucked. When I keyed along the brightness, I don't think I reset it back to 0 at the end. So that's why it looks very washed out. I might change the coloring on this mask to pull in. I think I might need to keep the zoom in closer for the first few frames here. And then maybe have the velocity speed up a bit quicker, maybe around this frame. But overall, I'm happy with the clip selection there. I'm pretty sure I'm replacing this. This needs to be shorter. Or I might need to play around the color correction a bit more on this one. Basic idea here works, but I might need to mess with the shakes. I'm not sure I'm gonna fit this mask in. I just did this while I was stuck. It's not perfect. It has some mistakes, but I think I fixed a decent amount of them. Like, it looks pretty bad if you go frame by frame. One of the issues with masking in this show, a lot of the stuff here is like it's very oil painting, so it's kind of hard to tell where the lines begin and end because they're not very well defined or outlined. So, like, once you get up to like here, it's a bit better because everything's more defined. If I can actually get to the frame where it's masked. Like, see, like here, I did a pretty decent job. That's because everything here is actually outlined correctly by the show. Anyways, let's get to the actual editing. Not exactly sure what changes I made, so let me just run through this section really quick so I know what I'm dealing with. Okay, so it looks like I actually did fix the contrast issue here. Yeah. Okay. Wait a minute, is that lag or is that... Oh, this feels a bit weak, does it not? That's weird. I thought this shake was stronger. Let me see something. Might just be one of those. Let me see something. Maybe I actually should. Let me try punching back up a bit for this. Have it punch back in a bit for this. Punch back in for here. Let me see if that does anything. Might as well just run a couple quick experiments. Alright, let's see how we're looking now. Alright, I didn't decide if I wanted to use this clip or another clip. I like how it cuts in. I think this is the better clip to stick with overall. So for now I'm gonna put this in the clip graveyard. Alright. So they need to be in the add layer. Let's see. Let's keep this here for now. Because this works. Let's see. Looks like I did make a change here. It's a bit much though. Oh, okay, so I did add a clip after. Yeah, man, it's only been a few days and I don't really remember much of what I was doing in this project at the time. Let me see. I guess that works. I'm gonna have to tweak it a bit. This has to be filler. There's no way I was serious about this clip, right? Actually, let me see something. What if I took this, open this in the trimmer. I don't know if I'm allowed to play audio on this one. I'm like copyrighted for like playing the show. Let me see something. Whoops. Let me get this bit. I think this could work. Let me see something. This might be too much, but I'm curious to see how this would actually play out. Let me see something. Let me see. What if I did this with this? Lower the speed on this a bit actually. Yeah, that doesn't work. What if I oh, what if I did this actually? Let me remove the velocity. Insert velocity. Then do this. Have to be this way instead. Needs to be much more aggressive on the curve though. Yeah, because even at 1000%, it's a pretty long clip. I would have to have the velocity curve be lot less. Let me see how this would look. And then let's start the clip over here. Let me just start with the zoom right here. I would have to work with this clip though. What's going on here? Let me take a test. See if I could just pull this up and over. Let me see if I can just, I think a 3-framer would be fine here. I don't like the way Vegas Auto does it sometimes. I think that should be a little bit more to this way. Let's see how that looks. If I want to do that, then I want to do this. First, I want to crossfade so I get more airtime on this clip. Alright, I'm just explaining what I'm doing as I'm doing it. So I just want a clip that can transition, hold on, between, because here, oh actually, let me just do this now. I don't really feel like super keyframing it, so let me just, I just want to test something. Let me use Magic Bullet really quick. See if I can find the preset that looks half decent, and then maybe work off of that if I find something I like. Let me see. So first, what I want to do is at the end of this clip, I want to make the colors somewhat similar to the clip that's coming after. Like this is pretty close, but I'm gonna want it to lean a bit more purple. Now there's too much grain. I need to tone down the grain to like, yikes, that's way too much. Let's turn that off. No, the curves are fine. We're gonna want to bump up red. I don't need as much green. And then I want to bump up, where's blue on this? I need to, there we go. There we go. Like that. Okay, and I want to drag the curve on this. Oh shit, I didn't add a way to fade in. That's fine. This isn't my add layer. I have a layer to play with, so let me just do this really quick. Just gonna wanna kill this and do this. Alright. That doesn't work. Let's start the opacity lower. And then let's do this. Don't do that. I gotta be careful with how I play with the curve here. It's getting way too grainy, way too fast. I think this will work though. It's fine for now. We need to make changes to that later. Oops. I always spell separately wrong. Let me pop out the chat, just in case someone comes through. Oh, this is more for VOD purposes. Okay. Alright, let's see how this looks now. Mess with the camera here, because now the camera's too pulled in. So I want the camera to pull out more as she's coming down. So let's start the camera more up here actually. And then let's get the camera more over here. And then let's get the camera to follow her on the way down. But I want it to hold here for a bit. So let's do that. Let's just get that basically done. And then we'll just add like a little shake here and there to give it some oomph. See how that works? Alright. See how that looks. It says here that I have a frame of Unlock getting hit, but I don't. Yeah, it's probably the velocity's fucking up the timeline's ability to actually, yeah, keep track. Yeah, that happens when you mess with the speed. No, now it's not. Okay, I see what I need to do. Let's go here. There's a little blur on this clip naturally, but I want it already by here to be here and here. So for now, I'm gonna need it to be here and here. Basic shake. And after that, let's get some right here. Don't want to do anything too crazy. Now let's see how that looks. It's probably gonna be bad though. Maybe it actually comes in too fast. And this still isn't a great transition clip to this clip. Because what I want is to actually... Right. Okay, I can lower the initial velocity a bit actually, because I want it to work into this clip. I don't know if I want to actually fade this in. I don't think that works. I'm not sure how I feel about that yet. But let's just move on for now. We can always come back to that later. I was really unhappy with the pens here. Hold on a second, where am I? Oh, okay, these are just tests. Yeah, because I don't even like this to begin with. Not like that much, just a bit. Then just a bit more at the edge. Just a bit more. I don't like the way this is even tilted. I think that's a bit better. Let's see with these clips if I can get something like that going. Because this clip here is fine. I don't need it to be this way. Why is it this way? I want it more zoomed actually. Then here it can be twisted more. And then this clip right here. Be more centered. Don't need it to be like that. Chord's looking away during this clip. That's okay. See, that looks a little bit better. Right. No, it's still messed up. if it's a good idea to force because I'm really not feeling it right now. Yeah, I'm really not feeling it right now. I don't think I'll be able to put out anything decent. I'll probably just stop for now. Maybe come back to it later. I feel like you just edit better off stream or something, but whatever. Anyways, that's it. Okay, let's end the stream.